So, take a moment to look at some of those weapon systems that there's structured around it. Unlike most helicopters you'll find in the world, cannon. Each one of those shells contains high explosives and a shaped charge. And that cannon has a firing rate of 625 rounds per minute. That's 10 rounds per second. And that's a potent piece of kit and one of our most effective weapon systems used in Afghanistan. One of the other main munitions that is famous within the helicopter world and the Apache is the air-to-ground guided missiles known as the Hellfires. And these can be both a laser-guided and a radar-guided variant. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen, imagine the side of that aircraft coming in towards you with those weapons ready to bear. Now the Apache with a 90-degree nose down and left-hand turn, allowing it to set up towards the right for a pedal turn, 180 degrees. The Apache display team crew today are formed up with Warrant Officer Clive Richardson and Captain Lily Mead, both of 653 Squadron. The Apache crew you can see today are an operational crew. And both them and the aircraft have deployed many times to Afghanistan. This aircraft also saw operational active duty in Libya. Highlighting the agility as well as the powerful weapon systems there, you see the aircraft conducting a 360-degree wing over as it goes to set up itself once again. As the aircraft passes across the front of you, ladies and gentlemen, the third type of weapon system on the aircraft, you can see the two rocket pods on the outside station. Each of those pods is capable of holding 19 rockets, and each of those have 3 different variants that are used. Again, one of the unique things about the Apache attack helicopter is the monocle device placed in front of the crew's eye, which effectively is a heads-up display. That monocle displays to the pilots all the aviation instruments that they might require, such as heading, height, speed, torque of the engines pulled. It also guides them to where they're going to next with the waypoints and the GPS systems. More importantly, in that lens is a crosshairs, and the whole aircraft is slave to the pilot's head motion. And as such, when they activate the gun, wherever the pilots look, the gun looks as well. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the 90-degree nose up, followed by immediately 90-degree nose down. And that's a particular move that worries Lily somewhat, as you can see just how close those rotor blades get to the front cockpit. Now you'll see some low-level maneuvers and pirouetting again showing the agility of the aircraft. This should make your best photo opportunity today. Again, as you look at the aircraft, that dome-shaped object you can see above the main rotor blades there is the fire control radar. What this allows us to do is that radar system can identify up to 256 targets. It will then prioritise the 16 most lethal ones and highlight those to the crew. It will tell the crew if those things are wheeled, tracked, helicopters or fixed-wing aircraft.
And I notice also, Paul, you can see the gun moving as they go down there as well.
That's exactly right, Sean. So as I said, what's happening now is Lily has actioned the gun, and using her head movement, the gun is following exactly where she looks.
So if Lily's looking at you, you're in trouble.
Yes, I'd keep your head down if I were you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to highlight that both the crew and this aircraft are a frontline operational crew. And just the examples you see now, some 60-degree angle banks of turn the crew are using for low-level manoeuvres. This is used extensively in our training when we're low-level flying in order to use the natural ground wood lines to unmask ourselves from the oncoming enemy.
I notice we've been seeing some very interesting film coming back from Afghanistan lately, where not only are the Apaches taking part in the particular warlike events, but they're also out protecting the MERT medical helicopters, and they always go out to protect them when they go to pick up wounded troops.
That's quite right, Sean. As you said, there's many roles that the Apache's playing, and it's a vital piece of equipment, both protecting the troops that are on the ground and then protecting those assets that go out. And it's all about getting to the guys as quickly as safely as possible with those emergency crews.
But I hear they can't quite keep up with the Chinook, is that right?
It is interesting a point. Yeah, no, the Chinook definitely outpowers us, and you'd hope so with the amount of things it's lifting. But I think when it comes to an aircraft you see approaching, people are always pretty happy on the ground to see the Apache coming in overhead.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,